In the mystical dance of love, the term twin flame has fluttering through conversations, promising a celestial connection that transcends the mundane encounters of everyday love. Some believe they've found this divine union, only to discover that they've mistaken a karmic connection or a high-level soulmate for their true celestial counterpart. Unveiling the authentic signs of a twin flame relationship is crucial to understanding whether you are on this profound journey or simply treading the waters of deep but distinct relationships. Let's explore the unmistakable signs that indicate the presence of a twin flame in your life. Embarking on the twin flame journey often catapults you into the profound, unsettling, and transformative experience known as the Eclipse of the soul. This isn't merely a typical low point or a phase of sadness that we all encounter at various stages of our lives. It's an intense spiritual upheaval that challenges the very core of your being, stripping you of old perceptions and ushering in a radical internal rebirth. Unlike ordinary hardships that present with recognizable triggers and understandable timelines, Eclipse of the Soul hits swiftly and deeply, often without clear reason. One day, life might seem predictable and manageable. The next, you're plunged into a state of existential questioning where nothing previously held sacred seems adequate. It feels like the universe itself is pulling the rug out from under you, forcing you to confront the temporary nature of your mortal endeavors and the deeper calling of your soul. During this dark night, you may experience overwhelming feelings of despair, loneliness, and a sense of being lost. Physical symptoms might manifest as sleeplessness, a lack of appetite, or a pervasive lethargy. Emotionally and mentally, you're on a roller coaster. Panic attacks, inexplicable crying spells, and intense anxiety become frequent companions. But crucially, these symptoms feel disproportionate to any actual events in your life. They stem from a deeper spiritual source. The purpose of Eclipse of the Soul is not to suffer needlessly, but to undergo a purification process. Your soul is being prepared for something much larger than your individual desires and dreams. It's being primed for a reunion with its other half, your twin flame, and this requires a level of spiritual purity and readiness that only such a profound transformation can achieve. During this period, your ego undergoes a significant transformation. You begin to see through the illusions of your previous life. What mattered before, the accolades, the social status, the superficial relationships, starts to lose its hold on you. This ego death is painful yet essential, as it clears away the debris of your past self to make room for a new, more spiritually aligned you. As you emerge from this dark night, you won't be the same person who entered it. You'll have a new perspective on life, a deeper understanding of your spiritual path, and a readiness to meet your twin flame in a state of heightened awareness and purity. This isn't the end of the journey, but the beginning of a new chapter, where you start to live with a profound sense of purpose and a clear recognition of the spiritual forces at work in your life. The aftermath of the Eclipse of the Soul often ushers in the second pivotal sign of a true twin flame journey, a profound spiritual awakening accompanied by a strong desire for divine healing. This stage is marked by an intense pull towards spiritual exploration and self-discovery that transforms not just your understanding of love, but of life itself. As the dust settles from the upheaval of the dark night, you may find yourself waking up to a new dawn with eyes wide open to realities you had never before considered. It's as if you've been given a new lens to view the world, one that highlights the spiritual dimensions of existence that were previously obscured by everyday concerns and egoistic pursuits. This awakening is often experienced as an aching need to understand the deeper meanings of life, propelled by an inner knowing that there's much more to your existence than what meets the eye. Driven by this newfound awareness, you might begin to seek healing in various forms. This is not just about healing from emotional wounds, but is a comprehensive, holistic desire to achieve balance and harmony in all aspects of your being: physical, mental, emotional, and spiritual. You may turn to modalities that perhaps once seemed esoteric or irrelevant: meditation, yoga, Reiki, or even returning to religious roots with a fresh perspective, engaging in church activities, or exploring spirituality through New Age practices. A key aspect of this awakening is the evolving relationship with the divine or a higher power. This connection is characterized by an overwhelming sense of love and trust in the universe's plan for you. It's a relationship that goes beyond fear and doubt, rooting you in a faith that is both liberating and empowering. Your spiritual practices deepen, not as a routine, but as a heartfelt devotion to understanding and living your truth, which in turn prepares you to unite or reunite with your twin flame in a way that is healthy, conscious, and profound. Kundalini awakening is often considered the third profound sign of a true twin flame connection. This spiritual phenomenon involves the activation of the dormant energy at the base of the spine, known as the Kundalini, which then rises through the chakras to the crown, marking a significant milestone in personal and spiritual development. This awakening can profoundly alter your perception of self and the universe, symbolizing a pivotal point in your twin flame journey. The awakening of Kundalini energy is not just a metaphorical experience, but is accompanied by tangible physical and emotional changes. You might feel sudden bursts of energy, experience enhanced sensory perceptions, or undergo spontaneous spiritual experiences. The sensations can be as subtle as a gentle flow or as intense as a powerful surge rushing through the body, often described as electric shocks or waves of heat. Physical symptoms might include tingling, shaking, or involuntary jerks, which signify the energy moving through and purifying the chakra centers. Emotionally, this surge can bring about periods of immense joy and bliss, interspersed with moments of profound fear or confusion as deeper blockages are brought to light and cleared. The activation of Kundalini energy is deeply transformative, aiming to harmonize the divine masculine and feminine energies within yourself. This balance is crucial on the twin flame journey, as it reflects the inner union that precedes and predicates the harmonious union with your twin flame. As the Kundalini rises, it clears blockages in the chakras, which are energy centers related to various aspects of our physical, emotional, and spiritual lives. The experience of Kundalini rising is a clear indicator of your readiness for the deeper aspects of the twin flame union. It is as if your entire being is being recalibrated and realigned to resonate at the frequency of divine love and unity. This energetic shift prepares you to not only meet your twin flame in the physical realm, but to sustain a relationship that transcends the ordinary, anchored in spiritual growth and mutual evolution. The phenomenon of separation is often seen as one of the most definitive signs of a true twin flame connection. Unlike ordinary relationship breaks, which are typically marked by logistical or superficial conflicts, twin flame separation is a deeply spiritual event that serves a specific purpose in the broader context of your spiritual and emotional evolution. The separation phase often follows an intensely joyful and harmonious period, sometimes called the bubble love phase, where twin flames feel deeply connected and blissfully in tune with each other. However, as the initial euphoria fades, deeper issues surface, necessitating a period of physical and emotional distance. This is a time for reflection, deep healing, and personal growth, which are necessary for the maturation of each individual within the partnership. The primary purpose of this separation is to allow both individuals to confront and heal personal wounds, often issues that have been long buried or ignored. These might include insecurities, past traumas, or patterns of behavior that are not conducive to a healthy, balanced relationship. The separation forces each twin flame to stand alone, to find strength and healing within themselves, without reliance on their partner. This phase is deeply challenging. It is a crucible that tests the strength of their connection and their commitment to personal growth. It's a time when both partners learn to cultivate their own soul's potential independently, which is essential for the twin flame union to eventually thrive. After a period of separation, if both twin flames have committed to their personal growth and have resolved their major inner conflicts, the reunion can be profoundly fulfilling. The reunion is not merely a resumption of the relationship, but a new chapter where both individuals come together as more whole, emotionally stable, and spiritually evolved beings. Separation in a twin flame relationship is a time for deep healing and self-discovery, where the soul is prepared for the ultimate union. This period tests the resilience of your connection, but also builds a foundation for a more profound and spiritually aligned relationship. Thus, embracing this phase with patience and faith is crucial, as it is both a challenge and a testament to the transformative power of true love. Vivid dreams and visions are significant indicators of a twin flame connection. This sign is not just about the frequency or intensity of dreams, but their profound emotional and symbolic depth. These experiences serve as a unique and powerful form of communication between twin flames, often conveying deep spiritual messages and insights that are essential to the journey. Twin flame dreams are markedly different from ordinary dreams. They often have a surreal, vivid quality that makes them unforgettable. These dreams can occur frequently and might be intensely emotional or highly symbolic. They often involve direct interactions with the twin flame, such as talking, touching, or experiencing significant events together. The realism and sensory details in these dreams are heightened. Smells, textures, and emotions are perceived with exceptional clarity, which can leave you waking up with a mix of awe and longing. Many twin flames report that their dreams not only involve scenarios with their counterparts, but also seem to carry messages or solutions to problems they are currently facing in their lives. These dreams can be prophetic, revealing potential future events, or offering guidance on how to handle current challenges in the relationship. This dream communication underscores the deep soul connection between twin flames, reflecting their bond that transcends physical and emotional barriers. Dreams and visions are essential elements of the twin flame journey, serving as a bridge between the conscious and subconscious minds, as well as between the spiritual and physical realms. They enrich the connection, providing both guidance and reassurance. Embracing these experiences as valid and meaningful aspects of the twin flame journey can enhance your understanding of your own spiritual path and deepen the bond with your twin flame, making every dream and vision a step closer to union. The profound sense of unconditional love that permeates the twin flame relationship is perhaps its most defining and enigmatic sign. This is not the love that flickers under the pressure of daily grievances or dwindles with the passage of time. Instead, it is an unwavering flame that burns steadily through every challenge and difference, revealing the depth of the bond shared between twin flames. Unconditional love in the context of twin flames transcends the usual parameters of romantic or familial love. It's a love that encompasses acceptance, understanding, and a deep empathy that sees beyond the surface flaws and actions of the counterpart. This kind of love recognizes the soul beneath the human faults and appreciates the journey both have embarked on together and individually. This love is spiritual and soulful rather than merely emotional or physical. It's about loving the other person in their entirety, including their weaknesses and darkest shadows. This doesn't imply a blind acceptance of poor treatment or harmful behaviors, but rather an understanding of them as part of the complex human experience. Unconditional love in a twin flame journey is transformative. It acts as a catalyst for personal growth and healing. Knowing they are loved unconditionally, each twin flame feels safe to face their inner demons and shadows, which is essential for spiritual growth and evolution. This process is often painful and challenging, but supported by the bedrock of unconditional love. It leads to profound development on individual and collective levels. The unconditional love shared between twin flames is what makes the twin flame journey uniquely challenging yet incredibly rewarding. This love teaches both individuals about the true essence of love itself, pure, enduring, and infinitely patient, setting the stage not just for a lifelong relationship, but for an eternal connection that transcends the limitations of the earthly plane. Embracing this unconditional love is embracing the very purpose of the twin flame journey. If these signs resonate deeply with you, stirring something in the core of your being, then you may very well be on a twin flame journey. This path is not easy. It is wrought with challenges and soul searching that can test the very limits of your endurance. But it is also a journey of incredible beauty, profound love, and spiritual awakening. As you navigate this path, remember that the journey itself is as important as the destination. The deep transformations within you are as significant as the union that awaits. Embrace this journey with an open heart and a brave soul, for it is one of the most profound paths you can walk in this life. It promises growth, transformation, and a love that transcends the ordinary bounds of earthly